Welcome back to this completionist run of Lord of the Rings Online, and I apologise for there being a gap of several weeks, but my graphics card stopped recording, wouldn't record at all, and I've only just managed to fix it with new software. But I'm in Cardolan doing the last of the deeds. They're on my list on the right of the screen there. Once they're done, I'll be finished with Cardolan and Before the Shadow completely. So I'm up near Andrath, and I've got specific bosses to hunt for. And that was an easy one, but it has given me a quest to hand in what it dropped back in the centre of the map. There are 3 more such bosses. And I'm sure glad I chose a hunter to do this with, because I can do this tracking function and find where these named bosses have gone. This is an undead zone. I've got one place to discover, the Ash Mound, which is in this general direction. There we go. I've picked up another one of those trophies. And I've got one more treasure cache to find. I made this early part of this video before the recording stopped working. So actually it's been quite a while since I did this. I've been at this region before. There we are, Ash Mound. That was the last place needed to discover. So now there's only 2 more deeds. 2 different ones. And there's the treasure cache. That must not be the final one. Now this jungle region, it's near where the spiders were, way up in the corner of the map. We have a boss to hunt for here. Right, found him now, or her, as you normally say with spiders. And got jumped by another one, but that's fine. So here we are back in Caranost. And I've handed in the trophies I already have, and there's just one more to get, plus 1 treasure chest. Now this last one was very hard to find. I used the wiki to find out roughly where it was. But some of these bosses don't spawn all the time. I had to just keep retrying the hunting until it would actually show me something. Now that all the other creatures are grey, nothing's going to jump me. And they're grey because of the fact that I did all the quests first in the zone. So I'm at the top of the level range for Cardolan. And of course, level 32 means I've completed the epics from if the alternative start called Before the Shadow. Now here's Andreth. I decided to go off and try something else since I couldn't get that last boss to show. Oh no, here we are. Forget that. I said it had been a long time since I did this. What I'm actually doing is handing that in. So that's it. That's for the deeds. So you can see there I've got the Cardolan deeds page and it's empty. And it's time for me to go back to the Lonelands. And this I only just recorded today. Now we're on to this stage of it, but it was right when I was almost finished the Cardolan deeds that the recording stopped. So Gwathorn has been filling in with some extra videos on this channel, but I'll be doing 2 of these a week, Mondays and Fridays, Australian time. Right, here in the Lonelands, the lowest level quests I had sitting on the list are here in this corner of the map, the southeast corner, taking out trolls. Got to take out their boss and a certain number of them, and the other one the items it was asking me to get, the trolls were carrying that as well. So there we are, it's now all complete. So I mithrilled back to this Earthborn that gave me the quests. And the next lowest, the blue ones, in fact just about all of the remaining quests for the Lonelands are in the northeast at Agamor. I've got hunter ability to come back to Ostguroth anytime I like. And that Earthkin just asked me to finish off those quests talking to Frederick the Elder, but now I'm heading off to Agamor. This is an undead area. We were here for Radagast's level 30 instance. Now there are some group quests, fellowship quests here, especially in the ruins in the far northeast corner. But I won't be doing those. This is a solo completionist run. Now the bog prowlers, half of them are hiding, but that's not a problem for a hunter. 9 of these corrupted stumps, and Huorns. There's a boss Huorn to take out who's guarded by several others, but I do need to take out some more. And you just saw, what's their name? Elite Undead Gloomwater. I've got a quest for those as well, and they are very hard to find. There's just not enough of them. And they take a long time to respawn. So I was lucky to find them on the way to doing these other quests. certain number of whites. Another horn. Oh, yeah, this is a super elite horn, but not the bust that I've been sent to get. It's just happens to be here. Maybe it counts as a wandering threat. But the boss I do need is over towards the west. It's got a whole bunch of roots surrounding it, but I'm going to just ignore them. I mean, they can hit me, but they can't move, they can't chase me out. So, just took out the boss and run away. Get that root out of the way. And I'm back to finding hidden bog prowlers. So I use my tracking. I think as soon as I track them, they become visible. Next one. These are a nuisance to find if you are not a hunter. You've just got to run around and wait for them to ambush you. Don't need any more horns. And there's the last bog prowler. And I decided to hand in the blue quests before going further in and taking out the white ones. So we go back to Eriak and to Radagast. The ghost only has fellowship quests. So satisfy Radagast. He's got some fellowship quests as well that I won't be doing. Now, I've got a head. There's a gloom water. I want those because they drop the items that it's asking me to get. The tokens. I wasn't actually sure if it had to be them. But I need to take 3 of these bosses that have minions. I mean, there are other elites that don't count. I've got to be the Gaunt Protectors. And I knew roughly where 2 of them were. This one moved. I mean, it may have happened a long time ago, but one in this little zone, it used to be kind of inside the building. But now that I can see those steps that lead up to the boss white, there's elites here, but they don't count finding the 3 of them. So I'll just take the boss and then go wait for a respawn of one of the others. There's Riker, the boss. Level I am probably won't be much good in this chest, but it was near a boss, so I grabbed it anyway. And let's go back around here. The protector that I got second hasn't respawned yet, so I'll go back to where the first one was. I'm also looking for these gloom waters. There we are, that first protector again. So now I just want the gloom waters. So I have to start tracking them. But I soon found that I ran out of them completely. I suppose it's possible there are some way over to the east. Couldn't run all that way just to find out. I just kept on doing my hunting, waiting for them to respawn or moving further on and trying it again, but they turned out to be very rare considering that you need 10 of them. I started pot-shotting whites just for fun. Wasn't achieving anything, of course, not until I switched my experience back on. All of this video so far I've had experience switched off by the stone of the tortoise, but just about now I decided to, there we go, I just switched my experience back on. So I'm getting something for going around pot-shotting whites waiting for gloom waters. I wondered whether the protectors might drop tokens, so I shot that one for a third time, but no, it's got to be the pink ones. So I tried this for a while. Eventually I decided to come back later, knowing that I have all of the deeds of Lonelands to complete next, and that some of them would certainly bring me back this way. Deed for whites, for example. So I've just got those 3 tokens left to get, but I'm going to come back later. Now my inventory will be clogged. As usual, I'm throwing out those chests. It's not worth carrying any more than 2 of them. Excuse me. So I've made some space. And now I'm switching all the deeds on in my tracker. Most of them are Slayer deeds, but there are 2 places to find in exploration deeds. One of them is the place near the centre of the map with elite goblins, close to Minas Ariol. But I'm slaying spiders first. Now I've still got a Slayer acceleration deed item running from doing the Cardolan deeds, because it goes for 6 hours, I think, and it's not real time like the milestone recoveries. It's playing time. So those whole 3 weeks where I didn't do anything, it's just been sitting there, not ticking down. Now, while I was here doing spiders, I encountered another player, so I decided to move on and do something else rather than compete for the rewards. You just saw him run by then. I decided I would jump down. I'll get a few more spiders on the way, but I decided to go across the main road south to finish off the Orc Slayer deed in that ruin that's full of them. I still need wargs as well, and goblins, trolls, Krebane, bog lurkers. Taking out enough orcs will be easy because there's so many here. And spiders are concentrated hard as well. Some of these Slayer deeds, when I finish them, there'll be an advanced deed. Some of them I'm in the advanced stage already, like this one. But that's it. That's it for orcs. I had 11 deeds and quests on the list, so I was just able to put the last one in, which is for the whites. Now I went up to Candaith near Weathertop because the other discovery deed that I didn't mention is Ekad Sul, which is up here. The only quest that makes you go up here to Ekad Sul is level 65 when you're gathering the rangers for volume 3 of the epic. But that's completed all the discovery places in Weathertop. So now I'm jumping down the steep slope into that Goblin Valley. There's plenty of wargs here as well, but mostly this is where I'm going to be able to finish off the deed for taking out enough goblins. And it's still happening 2 at a time because of the accelerator. But this is where I run around doing half a dozen different quests. I'm rescuing the guy. I just took out Luz, their boss, for the second time. And because I'm over this side, the western side of the map, they're grey. They won't attack me on sight. But they do count for deeds. What they don't count for, though, is those class deeds that are about using a particular ability a certain number of times. You can't increment those using grey enemies. A couple more chests to throw out. Clear inventory again. Now if I head in this direction, I'll be able to get more Crebain and wargs. But I'm heading in the general direction of the Troll region. What I'm going to do is going to go to that little ruin that has a whole bunch of Crebain and wargs and go from there to the Trolls area, going due south. The only things here I don't need are orcs, so I'll get that one out of the way. Oh, I don't need the boars either. That one just got in the way. I'll get a few wargs out of this and a bunch of Crebain. These are the highest level wargs in the region. But they're turquoise. Right, down with the Crebain. I'll probably be coming back here again because it beats hunting for them one by one. But now I'm heading towards Troll Zone. Oh, one more Crebain. So I get into this swamp. Nikabrikas, no, I was looking for bog crawlers, but those are not the same. And this is going to take a little longer because the trolls here are all elites. They're not all elites in the Troll Shores, but these take a little bit of wearing down. And I can only use Heartseeker every so often. So now and then they're going to close with me and maybe knock me out, but I have that green shield I can put around myself that unstuns me, stuns them, and gives me some temporary extra health. can take them out 2 at a time. Okay, until you get right up in the corner of the map, they're pretty much all these crushers or the rock throwers. That was a stubborn one, but straight away the troll deed rolls onto an advanced deed. So now I'm getting them 2 at a time, so I'll have to achieve the 80 target, I'll have to kill 40 of them. But I'm heading towards the place you go, or round about level 45 epic, when you're told to take out some Knights of Mordorith. There's one that's right in the corner of this map, in the troll zone. But by the time you're level 45, or whatever it is, none of the trolls are attacking you, they've gone grey. This is doing it closer to on level. And I don't think I've ever been up to that corner while the trolls were still hostile. Because this is my first completionist run, I've never done these deeds before. Two heavers. And I'm halfway already on the advanced deed. To think I could have killed this many trolls just by somehow making the sunshine on them. But now I'm up in this corner I mentioned. The Knight of Mordorith appears in that little cave. And there's a boss here. Bat Olog Master. Bolt Olog. So I've run out. And I've got, let's see, quite a few more to get yet. And I'm just heading a bit more west to find more that I haven't done. Mind you, I'm going to run into respawns. It's not that I'm going to run out of them. But there is a named boss who is a quest somewhere around here. I mean, I just did him in this video. Right, there we go. Advanced deed finished. And I need to switch virtues. The 5 that I've got slotted are all maximised. I need to pick something else just to get the passive bonuses that they give. Clear my inventory again.